stress-free. Now that is a very, very complicated and difficult thing to do, because in our day and age, there's things stressing us out all the time. Work, TV, smoking, drinking, YouTube, all those things are kind of stresses. And we get stressed out of over so many things, it's hard to be stress-free. So what I read about in Tools of Titans by Scott Adams is that you want to diversify stress away. So in investing, there's something called a diversified portfolio, and if you don't know what that is and you're an investor, fuck you, you don't know what you're doing. Basically, a diversified portfolio means that you're getting a maximum amount of return for your money and you're mitigating the risk. Mitigating meaning like you're making the risk as small as possible and making the return as big as possible. So you're taking that risk away. So when it comes to stress, and when you diversify, it means that you're really mitigating the amount of stress that is possible for you in your daily activities, because it's impossible to not have stress. Live stress-free. I know I said at the beginning, but just a way to get you into the video. So it's going to really bring your stress down. So what I mean by diversification is that if you have two really good friends, you lose one of them, that's going to cause you a lot of stress. But if you have your friendship portfolio diversified among 100 friends, if you lose one, you have 99 left, you're not going to be that stressed. Right? Obviously, these are just examples. Obviously, you want to care about your friends, but in realistic terms of yourself, you want to be stressed out. But if you only have two friends, now you only have one, that you really don't want that. You want to have systems in place so that you don't get fucked over. Savings, when it comes to money, really, that's something I want to work on personally, because that is a background stressor. Because if shit does hit the fan financially, I'm not there. So really want to step that up, and you want to diversify your financials. Like something like, if you have a job, you only have one boss, you only have one source of income, that's bad. We all know that billionaires on the Forbes list, they have multiple streams of income, so they're diversified when it comes to their income. So find ways to, if you ever lose your job, you always have some income, you always have some stability and financial freedom. So is that. When it comes to your happiness needs to be diversified. If your happiness is really, one core thing, maybe your happiness is based on you sleeping 10 hours a day. That can't be the only thing making you happy. You need to have other things. You need to be watching comedy, you need to be laughing, blah blah blah. Right? You get the point. You need to have many things in place. You need to have systems in place. You need to have the raw numbers in place, so that when something does happen, when shit does hit the fan, where that, when things do go wrong, they go wrong at the worst time. When that time comes where it's the worst time that something can go wrong and something does go wrong, you're prepared. That's the most important thing about diversifying this away, is that you avoid that stress. You might be like, okay, why must I stress myself out about not being stressed? Well, the great Charlie Munger said, partner of Warren Buffett and one of the richest men in the world, he says, I spend almost my whole life preparing for the worst, and I am happy for that. So really, when you prepare for the worst, you can really, some things, when shit hits the fan, for some people it takes them decades to recover, years and years and years. It takes energy and time, something we can't get back. So when we can, spend 10 minutes preparing for a disaster that could cause us to lose 10 years, that's an ROI. That's a huge ROI. Return on investment. You invest 10 minutes to save 10 years. I think if all of us could invest 10 minutes every single day to add on 10 years to our lives, when we put it in those terms, we think, yes, I would do that. But now think of it like this. Now just put it in more practical terms. Invest 5 minutes every day to save, a day, right? Those are the kind of things that really are practical. So before you go to bed, spend 5 minutes planning out your next day. Guess what? That's going to save the next day. It's going to make it more efficient, so you know what's happening the next day. You're not going to wake up in the morning, have breakfast, and then sit there wondering what you should do. You're going to wake up in the morning, have breakfast. If you skip breakfast, that's fine. But if you wake up in the morning, you know what to do, you have a plan, you get to it and you start getting things done, and you get the right things done because you planned, you saved that day where you could have ended up going into the next day, had breakfast, oh, what should I do? Then, you know, a whole bunch of things pop up. Oh, let me do this, let me check emails, let me go throw out the dirt. When you get stuck with all these, you know, little things, you know, you faffing around, you fuck around, you flurries of activities everywhere, blah 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 blah, all these useless things you're doing, you're wasting a day. So simple planning, simple things like that have a huge ROI. So you want to understand something, that you want to prepare. Preparation is the most important thing. I mean, Ty Lopez's 67 steps program, one of the biggest things he emphasizes in is that to live the good life, you must be prepared, right? You have 3 things you need to prepare for. When absolute worst case scenario, the best case scenario, the most likely scenario. So prepare for the worst, prepare for what's most likely, prepare for the best. That means you're prepared for anything. So again, that's really a decision up to you whether you want to make it or not, whether you want to live your life really recovering from what you didn't prepare for, or prepare and then live, you know, with the fruits of preparing. Live with the fruits of knowing and experiencing what it's like to be ahead of everyone, what it's like to have prosperity. So I'm gonna end the video there before I go on into another rant. So a couple more things, stuff like reading books, those things have huge ROI. You know, they help prepare your mind, they prepare you with knowledge, they add years into your life. So anything that adds on years, so you got to learn, prepare, things like that add on years to your life. So learning is a form of preparation. So same thing. So hope you guys learned something useful. Catch you guys next time.